in the backyard, and the backyard was scary, you know, in Mar Vista to me, anyways, because it was secluded, you know, and
But I'm glad we had a house there
yeah.
with other people. You know.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so what happened is we moved to Dana Strand 2 different times. So
Right.
we first moved there. First we lived there, right? And
This is when I told my dad I want to move. That's the first house.
Yeah.
was the Dana Strand.
Yeah,
Where was it again? 425 on. You guys don't remember the street?
When I moved,
King
my
Street or
only-
something?
Which one?
The first time you guys moved to Dana Strand.
Oh, that's Wilmington Boulevard.
Well, it was that was the address.
That's the address. It was the
Dang.
only part of Dana Strand that actually had a street address.
Crazy.
Wilmington Boulevard.
So Wilmington Boulevard right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
That is
side.
just a few months, you know,
Hmm.
when I moved there.
And we lived there how many years?
Oh man, I know that I was still in Hawaiian Avenue. I want to say that we moved there. What, in '66, Mom? 65,
Yeah.
66. When did Lolo go back to the Philippines?
No, maybe
I think 65, 66.
67.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 65, 66.
Yeah.
Around that time frame.
Then it's rotten right time.
That's what I want to say. And then after that, we were in Mar Vista till I think 72, 73. And then 72, 73. Oh, it had to be because I started Dotson. I started Dotson, I think, in 73. 74, 75, 76. Yeah, in 73 I started Dotson, so that's when we moved. We moved to, dang, yeah. No. Yeah, we moved back to Dana Strand in 72, 73.
So Mar Vista was only like less than 4 years?
Yeah.
Dang, because
That was the house that we butchered a pig, huh, Mom?
Who did it?
Well, we went to a Filipino farm. Somebody had the bright idea, I guess Mom. Somebody had the
No,
bright
your
idea.
dad didn't have nothing.
Dad wanted to do it?
Yeah.
He wanted to slaughter a pig.
Yeah, Heron Miriam.
Was it all loud? Squealing?
No, they didn't kill it at our. There was a place in Carson, off of Avalon and 213th. I want to say, you know, close to where
Fresh
Uncle Ruben
pig.
lives.
Kill your pig.
Yeah, there should be a Filipino farm where you go ahead and buy your pig. It's like you buy, we kill, you know,
Yeah.
and they'll kill it, and then you take it home, or you could have it slaughter it
Slaughter it
there,
there.
which I think probably would have been wiser.
But Dad wanted it fresh.
I guess so, man. So just thinking, this little 2-bedroom house, man, it looked like Hostel. Looked like the movie Hostel, man.
You had pig all over
You
the
had
place.
guts everywhere hanging, and
You ate the whole thing, Mom? You guys didn't spare no
you
no
sell
parts?
it. Mom,
You sold- You sold pig to everyone?
Made everything. Made lechon and sold it. Made sausages and sold it.
Dang.
And then you ate a little bit, you know.
You just buy what?
No, Dad, you said don't eat.
What do you buy to
No,
wrap
he
the
said
sausage
don't-
in?
No, don't
Bought
eat.
the casings.
Those casings, Mom?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That skin?
the
Yeah,
skin.
those are Santa
yeah.
Fe. No,
And
we
then
buy
we
the
would-
casing there.
And then here we are, you know, kids, right? I mean, I'm like, like maybe
8 years old, maybe?
maybe like this, you know. I
You
know
guys,
that
you guys were working, slaughtering pig?
child labor, man. We were worse. The pig was already killed, and we'd get the casing, and we'd have to stuff the meat
And
into the
then
casing by hand.
Oh.
So here you are, man. You got all this pig fat on your
Flesh.
skin, and you get your finger and you're just stuffing it in
Yeah.
there, man. But everybody must have liked it. Sold a whole bunch. You know?
Dang. You guys didn't have a big party?
I didn't like it. I ate it and I didn't like it. I was going, yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Surprised you didn't eat pig for the rest of your life after. That's what Mom did
After
with the
said,
fish.
I like it, Mom. I just don't like it when I burn.
Yuck.
Martin said,
I
eat,
thought it was
please.
like,
Stop
yuck.
playing. Shit's crazy. So wait, so Lola was at 435 Bayview the whole time?
Yes.
She just stayed there?
No. When
435? No.
No. When we were, the first when we first moved in, when we were on Wilmington Boulevard, Lola have a house in
G Street.
G Street.
What?
I remember
She
the
had a
yellow
house?
She had a house with Lolo.
Why did
Yeah.
he give that up?
Man, I'll
He
tell
went to
you,
the Philippines.
he went to the Philippines it's still foggy on that. What occurred there? It was one of those things where
He lost the house, like basically.
No, he didn't lose
he didn't
the
lose
house.
it.
Oh.
But basically, what had happened was like this, you know.
He
That
wants to go home.
he wants to retire. He was in the military all this time. Wants to retire in the
Philippines.
Philippines. So Lola said, "No, I don't want to go." He said, "No, I want to go." So guess what happened?
They just break up.
He's
I don't
doing
think they broke up, right, Mom? It's
No,
just
they
big
just
separation.
separated. Yeah.
Yep. So
Because he's retired when we come
Yeah,
here.
but that's
in
the if he's just gonna
59.
leave and live
But
somewhere else.
then he's
that's a
working
breakup.
at the base still. You know,
Yeah.
he's working.
yeah,
He
but
went back
He didn't
to
say
work.
he was coming back, right?
well, I guess
Yeah,
I
go
guess
get
marriages were different back
Bring your
then.
plate.
Man. So, but I guess took care of Lola, right?
Mm-hmm.
Took care of Lola
Yeah.
financially, anyways. So
Say one more beat. So, but that forced Lola to leave to go to Bayview.
yeah, I remember when they moved to Bayview to get rid of the house, and then Lolo and Lola lived in Bayview for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when he left. And then what else?
It was just easy to get a house back then, huh? Not easier.
I
than
guess
it is
so.
now.
If you're military, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in the military, you had a really good benefit of what they call the VA, Veterans Administration benefits to buy a
You
house.
want more
So,
beef? Or vegetables or what?
well,
Oh, you didn't get a drink?
let's see here.
Let's see.
There was nothing. They're paying
water now.
nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What milk?
Let's see.
So, Mom, did Lolo have to tell anyone that explain to you guys what's going on, or how did this sit with everyone? Like, it sounds like it was a big deal, and it's kind of like
Oh,
not
let me do
discussed
the
too
other-
much.
No, she wants my mom to go home with
Oh
me.
yeah.
And why Lolo didn't want to go because of the kids,
Uh-uh.
or what? Like, what was her reasoning not wanting to go back to the Philippines?
He doesn't want to leave Danny.
Doesn't want to leave the kids.
He doesn't want to leave me and you know the kids and Danny and you know. No. They said, why should I go over there? My family's here.
I know. It's kind of
You know, I can't.
weird. You know, like for myself, that I could never imagine leaving. You know, no matter how old my kids are, I could never imagine not being part of their lives. You know, so maybe it was a whole different thing. Maybe culture. I don't
Go
know.
pick it up, Martin.
But I don't understand it either. But hey,
And plus my mom is working. She likes to work, you know.
Martin, come here. Pick that up too. Lola,
yeah, she left
Lola
work a
can't
long
trip here,
time.
okay? So when you throw something and it stays on the ground,
Then,
that can make her fall, okay?
Ruben
Wait,
came,
what did you throw? And just left it.
and then Onching
We
came.
not
Yep.
do that here.
That's
We're not
right.
at home, okay? Bang.
Let's see here, but that's about it. Yeah, things change, I guess. I don't know. Very unusual, but you know, like you and I can't imagine, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I can't imagine leaving. So,
So that was early 70s? Or late 60s?
when did Lolo leave? I want to say
Oh, you're right, 65 because
65, 66.
you know because
Is when he left?
Yeah, Lolo.
65? Gee, so 10
65.
years
No.
before I even was born.
Yeah,
He was
because
gone already. I never
because-
met him, huh?
When did he pass away, Mom? What year?
80
I
something?
think no, not 80.
In the 70s?
Yeah, I think
can't remember.
67, something like that. But they had
67.
7. I don't know.
Must be 77.
Yeah.
I think it was
77.
77 because I was in high school when he passed away.
So it wasn't too much longer then, huh? How old was he?
67 to 70. I think he was.
Hmm?
I don't know. He must have retired at 60 something
No, hmm.
or 50 something.
Oh,
Lolo.
No, eat more rice.
I can't
You
remember.
didn't eat any rice. Eat it.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I know that he
Racing
died like in
food.
when I was in high school still.
yeah. He's born 1898.
1898 was when Lolo was born. So I think he died probably 1970, late 70s when he died. Because I think I was in high school still. Because I remember when he passed away, you know, everybody said, hey, it might be a good idea for you to go. And I said,
Yeah,
You
he
know.
wants me and Danny to go home because she said.
Who, Lola?
No, my father.
mm-hmm.
She said, Orange, come over here and I'll take care of you, you know. because he had 2 pension.
Yeah. Well, he wanted you to go live there?
Yeah, me and Danny, because he had, they divide the thing in the brothers and sister, and she said he doesn't care for it, but if you go home, I'm gonna give you, the property.
Yeah.
But I said at that time, no, I'm married,
Yeah.
I don't want to live, because he wants me and Danny to go home. He said, we could live here. I said, I know we can live there. But I cannot leave my mom, I cannot leave my 2 sisters, because, they all depend on me, and,
Yeah. Dang, man, a lot of drama.
I know. It's one of those kind of weird kind of things, but oh well.
So after that, how was Lola in her years? Like, how was she reacting to things? Because I only remember, I don't have any recollection.
She was
of Lola.
fine.
she was fine, she said, you can't do anything that
Yeah, she
you
was
want,
kind of.
she does what you want, I do what you want, I want to stay with
She was
kids.
fine because I think she enjoyed
Yeah,
the kids.
Yeah,
All the
they
grandkids.
yeah,
And even then, the house the way it was, the apartment, that used to be the way station. Almost everybody in our family just immediately now lived in that apartment in
Yeah.
one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I lived there for a while.
Art.
Art
Mary,
lived there for a
Ruben,
while.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Chris. Even Chris at the end.
Uncle Alex,
Me.
their dad, lived there for a while.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
uh-huh,
He lived in the one.
Well, no,
he
yeah,
lived-
he lived in the one, they had an apartment there, right?
No, they lived with Lola.
Dang.
They lived with Lola.
Oh, Auntie Ruth had an apartment there.
no, she
Yeah, she
had
did.
an apartment
did.
upstairs.
I remember, I went up
Upstairs,
there, yeah. I went
Yeah.
in that apartment once.
But everybody that was everybody that we know in one way, shape, or form, at one point in their life, lived in number 3. Let me
Yeah.
put it specifically in number 3. Maria lived in number 3.
Her
for a
brothers,
while.
too.
Her
Maria,
brothers lived in
Anna,
number
and
3.
Like Del, what was his
Yep.
name? I
Delphin.
remember when you guys picked him up. It was an overcast morning. Like
Mhm.
my cousins are coming, and
And
was
they're-
he out of the military at the
And
time?
their dad lived there.
Yeah.
Their dad lived there.
I know.
Everybody lived there. Everybody lived
And then
there.
when the mom took a vacation with Luz, she just spent 3 days, and my sister-in-law lived there too.
Yeah.
Stayed there for 2 months.
It's just
That's
well, remember Teddy and
Daddy too.
Teddy
They're
lived
from
there?
Yeah.
Everybody lived there at one point.
Yeah.
And,
It was
and
the
I
closest thing
remember
we
the
had to like
60s.
a home, like our family home. It was that place.
When there was other people like remember Mario? Janet's brother? Is that Janet's
Yeah.
brother? I don't know if he lived there, but he spent an awful long. That used to what happened would be like on the weekdays. I think on Friday nights. This is in the '60s,
Yeah.
the Happy Days era, when
Yeah.
people actually look like Happy Days. And
Yeah.
Filipinos tried to look like Fonzie,
Yeah.
with the hair and everything. They used to go ahead and play volleyball at the Will Hall,
Yeah.
and they would put a string up between 2 trees, right? And it would be like girls, guys, everybody would be there hanging out, and they would play volleyball until the wee hours of the night and come back and, play records and listen to music and,
Yeah.
and yakety yak,
Yeah.
And I remember all of that, So. I was
So they'd
like,
come back to the house? Like who would
They would
be-
all come back as if, just to goof around at the
that same
house.
apartment?
That same apartment.
Who would it be?
I'm talking like 15 people.
Who would it be though?
It would be like
Mario, Tomas, Janet, Linda.
Yeah.
Because it was their spot to
Elvin.
drink and not
Elvin.
away from home, right? It was a
Yeah.
hangout.
But
How
they-
would Lola allow that?
Everybody would just. I don't know.
Just leave it there.
I think Lola would just go to bed and
Leave it there.
everybody would just kind of like
Good job, Tim.
kind of be quiet about it,
Yeah,
She'd be in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Because she work, and then
But this is like Friday
she
night,
doesn't mind
Saturday night.
because everybody's close to each other. She knows that Mary Sabatin and her and Mary Sabatin are close.
Yeah.
So these are the children, and Elvin and
all
They all work
Everyone,
together.
everyone's stuck together basically.
you know how
'cause
they
it was
all
di-
got along, right? Because like Mom said, they all worked together in one way, shape, or form at the cannery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like everybody's parents.
Which
worked at the
cannery is this
cannery.
one?
Terminal Island.
Yeah,
The
there's
Pan
the
Pacific.
Stark. Yeah,
And Pan
Pan
Pacific.
Pan Pacific.
Lola
which is
worked there
Starkist.
too.
Yeah,
So
Pan
Lola
Pacific.
worked
She
there.
first worked
Lola,
over there.
Mary Sabatini worked there.
Mhm.
That was Lola's friend there first.
Yeah, yeah. But I worked
Mom worked
there
there
for a while, pero
Who
you
were
know,
Lola's friends at the
Mary
cannery?
Sabatin,
Mary like her best friends.
Biring, you know. She have maybe 5 or 6 of them. They're always together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody would just hang out. It was kind of cool. No, you know, the
Turn on
only
the TV,
liquor.
Martin.
The only liquor I saw was with Uncle Onching and his friends.
And
That's the only liquor I saw.
yeah, and they live in the corner, and then them, their friends. My mother is happy because you know, every Saturday they go to Palladium. You know, huh, Danny?
Yeah.
They start
Lola
going,
liked it. She was a
going
consummate
nightclub.
hostess. You know, she liked it when the place was a buzz. I think, in looking back, why she didn't mind was almost like us, right? It's like I'd rather have my kids at
Where you could
home
see
at
'em?
night where I could see them and they're not going to get into trouble versus.
Yeah, going there.
And mind you, this also was the time of Vietnam. So Vietnam, remember? I remember there was a time when I came home and everybody was sad. Everybody was crying because somebody had died in Vietnam. Who was that? It was
It's one of the, you know, kids in the cannery.
one of the kids in the
Uh-huh.
cannery. Yeah. And I don't.
Fernando, you know, he joined the service, and,
Right.
and then he just joined the service, and then
He died. Yeah, well, yeah.
You know what I think it was? I think it was that that offensive thing. What
The Tet offensive?
could have been the Tet offensive, or it could have been
From
just
Platoon?
you know that
one?
move. Not Platoon, but when we were soldiers.
Yeah.
That air cavalry thing, the cavalry thing. It could have been that. But I think there was he passed away, and I think one of his friends told, you know, all the kids what had happened.
Who were the kids at that time? Are we talking Janet, Auntie Ruth, everyone? Okay.
yeah,
And you hang out with them too, right? You had your
Oh.
friends. Did you hang out with Auntie Ruth and Janet and them?
yeah,
Or you have
Oh,
older
yeah.
friends? All right.
That's really
And
weird.
Tomas, so
yeah.
He was
Tomas, Mario,
that's
and then
Tomas is the one that I know,
remember
right?
Elvin, your Nino,
Yep.
and Nina. You know,
Elvin,
their
yeah.
son, they hang around in my
Yep.
house. Oh, you know, always. Even if I take, you know, to go, they wouldn't go.
and then after that, the Dana Strand, you know, the like where we used to live on Wilmington Boulevard.
Yeah.
That was the other hangout place.
Yeah.
People
Everybody
would go
would
there?
hang out there.
Because when I moved over there, you know, my Janet's mom moved there. They were living with Tomas, Mario, and
Yep.
Hello? All right.
oh,
Tina.
Tina. Yep.
Yeah. Dang. All right. So
we were happy.
everyone was
huh?
at
It was-
Banning.
it was
Those were the
happy.
teenagers. Who were the first ones who started? You were married already. Like, so what happened? Like from that time. What happened? Like, how did the apartment end up with all those people living there? How did it get to the times that I was there? Like early '80s. It was just Uncle Unching and Lola, right? And everyone else started getting married, like Janet, Auntie Ruth.
Yeah, they already got married.
What about the kids? Like how are we? What were we doing at the time, Danny? Because you remember some of the things.
Yeah.
What other kids were there? It
On
was
that
up to probably Net, right?
Net. Oh yeah, Net was there. Let's see.
Everybody was there.
Everybody was there. I remember when.
Marcelina lives over there, remember?
Yep, Ursulina was there. I remember,
Martin.
and I'm getting old now, but you know, the first generation kids
And
are, to me are the
Rachel
first
lived
four.
Yeah.
And then there was mom took a break.
Yeah.
And then the second generation, even though we're all brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
I refer to
Lisa.
like from Lisa, Tina, and you are the second generation. And I remember working on you guys. I mean, you know, just changing diapers, making
Yeah,
formula, babysitting you guys.
Yeah.
I remember this girl, Tina. I remember Tina when we lived in the Mar Vista house, and she bought you bought this little rolly, this horse on wheels,
Yeah.
the most unstable toy
Yeah,
I
it
think in the
sounds
world.
dangerous.
But she was like on the pavement, remember, Mom? She was on the cement. And this thing, it wasn't made out of urethane wheels. This was just plastic wheels. And she hit a pebble or something, and the thing went forward, and she
busted her lip.
busted her lip.
Uh-huh.
And man, I was going, oh my gosh, and everybody kind of went crazy and took her to the hospital.
She's
And
been
she
falling
had-
ever since, man.
She was the first one, I think, that had stitches.
Yeah.
She was the first one I
Was
think
I wasn't alive then at that time, was I? Or was just a baby then? Because she's
She-
only
yeah,
a year
yeah, yeah.
older. I never was at the Mar Vista house, right? Never.
No, you wasn't the Mar Vista.
No, she never was. She was born over here. She was. No, Tina's born 75. She's born 76.
So when was the Mar Vista? We got to get the
When
Mar
we were
Vista
in
out
the
years
front.
right. When was Mar Vista?
Now
So
it's
I-
signs between 75 and 76 and 75 and 76.
So I
Had
could
to
have
be.
been right when I was born or right after. You guys have to find that one
Right,
out.
I think it was
So
right
it's-
after.
No, he's not.
No, but I think he was in
Riverside?
Seawalk.
Yeah, all I remember is the projects. I
Yeah,
never
Seawalk.
remember
You're
a house.
Seawalk.
You're
You're Seawalk, I think, because I'm trying
Danny
to
talked
remember.
about how you fell off a horse at the Mar Vista house when you were 1 year old.
I did. I
Not-
didn't
You
even.
got
Well, it's
stitches
like
on your lip.
maybe about 2
No.
or 3.
No, I busted my lip twice.
She,
then,
yeah,
huh?
she's always.
But
fallen.
you were really small.
Look at my tongue.
We were.
I know, but you.
Yeah, he's talking
But
about.
I'm talking
we were
the
at a
first
house.
one.
The
Look at
first
Tam.
one.
I'm talking the first one.
She's been falling ever since.
Yeah.
Do you know that I cut my tongue? It was all the way hanging off. I'm not
Ah.
lying. I'm not tell. You know what your dad did? He threw me. He threw me on a coffee table, honey. and I broke my face.
Yeah, right.
But the first
Look,
time,
Tina, they sewed my mouth shut
Tina,
like
Tina,
Frankenstein.
the first time I remember this because you got a toy. It was like a little baby. It was like a plastic horse with plastic wheels, and you liked this thing. You would roll on it on the carpet, right? And then we took, for some reason, it was outside, and you were rolling outside.
No one was watching me.
We were watching
It was
you.
a dangerous toy.
We were watching you, but this was like back then we didn't
don't
have the
care.
laws about
Yeah.
dangerous toys, right? So you basically had a hollow plastic horse, and you were riding on the back of it. It had 2 little handles where the ears were,
Yeah, I remember
and it
those
had
things.
I think it had little red plastic wheels. So you're rolling on it, and then if
Tiny
if you,
pebble. Just,
if you hit a pebble, this thing would just like tip over, and then that's when you got the thing right here.
yeah, you busted it. That, look, you used to have a little mark right here.
Yeah,
I
you
did?
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
had stitches right here.
But I didn't know that.
I
'Cause
remember
my
that.
lip is all messed
Dude,
up.
I went crazy. I meant,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
know, we were-
gosh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we brought him here in Wilmington thing,
Yeah.
I got
Man, you're always
No,
rushing us to the
I got
hospital.
towels,
No, we went-
everything.
Remember when you rushed me when I cut
we
my
went to
wrist
Bay
open?
Harbor
Yep.
Hospital.
You just got
Oh.
your brand new Celica or something like that.
We just.
And I'm just chilling and I'm playing with Cynthia. Remember our neighbors, the Mexicans?
But I remember that.
I was walking.
And I just busted my thing
I
open.
had fun over there at the 99-cent store, and I got one of those Wufu's rulers, and then I'm walking, and I wasn't paying attention because I just got some cool panties over there, and I dropped my bag, and all this juice from the woozle. It's this neat thing because when you go like this, it's like an ocean, and it just poured all over my new panties.
Oh, jeez. Too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Woozles?
Woozles.
You know those foozles
Alright.
or foozles or anyways, they're really cool. Foozles or foo. Oh, do you know what I'm talking about, Tina?
We were
Foozles?
recording.
We're
We're
recording.
recording, Moms.
Oh my gosh.
We're recording history here.
Are you
That's
recording
why.
right now?
That's why we're talking.
Archival now.
Yes.
It's on camera too.
Oh my gosh. Hello.
Trying to tell you we're
Well,
recording.
but it's good.
We're
But it's
on
good.
It's good.
TV.
It's natural.
It's natural. Come on.
Stop
Watch out, you guys.
touching
Watch
my
out, you guys.
face.
And then when they hear that later on, after so many
Just
years, they
think.
laugh.
Just
Just
And they
think,
say, that's my Auntie Tina.
I know. Just think like when Ariel's grandkids listen to this and they look at Tina and they go, woo.
There. There.
How are you doing?
Tina busted my head open too when she rode me down the hill, Mom. When I got stitches in my head, you know.
Yeah.
I still have the scar every time I shave my head. They show that long scar on my head. The kids always
I don't
ask
have it on
me.
my head and my face, okay? My lips.
I got stitches. Gosh, Mom, how many times? 5
Let's
times?
see how it rides, babe.
What was the last eye I did, Mom? Your left eye or right eye? Left eye. So we're done. We're done
What about
with
when
that.
when I broke my finger, Mom, and it stayed broken pointing down for almost 10 hours? Remember we were in the waiting room
Yeah.
with my finger pointing down, and they gave me shots in this, and you started crying. You remember?
Yeah.
You're just,
Yeah, I was crying. And I take Arthur, I was crying. Remember, we always busted, you know. And then I don't know, somehow somehow, you know,
Alright.
remember when I was crying because when I went to the X-ray, I was carrying him, and then we see the X-ray inside him. I don't know.
Who was this?
The
Art?
needle.
Art or Tino?
No, Art.
No, Art.
Oh, Art's the
A
king. He's the king of injuries, man. He's the king of pain, man. Art is, but you know, he was like this dude that just wasn't. It's like I dare you, you know.
And he did it.
You know McFly.
Yeah.
Remember the first Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Did you just call me chicken?
Yeah.
You know. Hey
That's
guys.
Art?
Yeah. Hey, I dare you. Go ahead and jump from this roof to that roof. I dare you. Yeah. Are you chicken? Okay. Bam.
He did it.
And you know, I'd say 90% of the time he made it. It was just that 10% that we had to go to the hospital on, man.
I was like that too, though.
Oh yeah, jeez. I was you know, I just did it. I'll tell you, when we were living in the Mar Vista house and we had to do stuff, you know, we're playing with our friends, and then, you know, we would do jumping stuff, and it's like, well, I see these guys do it, they survived, so I'll do it. And then, you know, luckily, nothing ever happened, you know. The hardest thing was just jumping from one roof to another roof. That scared the crap out of me, man.
shoot.
I used to hang from our bedroom window, Dan. Like something told me. I just look out at the harbor from
Uh-huh.
the top, and I always felt compelled to hang from my arms down to the ground. And it didn't matter if people were watching or if I was by myself.
Uh-huh.
I would just look
You were
down
that kids in Mar Vista.
and force myself to hang.
One time we thought you were sleeping, and then we turned on the light, and I said, oh, and you, dad said, oh, they're sleeping.
Oh,
You
yeah.
turn off the light.
That was easy, Mom.
And then after that, I don't know where you get the ladder. The four of you's right there, and there's a ladder in the...
Yeah. We just climb out the back. The Mar Vista house had its pluses because
Hey, stop.
And,
you could just climb out the back, you know.
and then, no, there's
yeah.
a ladder, and all
You had a
of...
chance to get the ruler? Or?
No, it broke. That's the one that went all over my.
Okay. Piece of cake. Yeah, that's... Boy, the Mar Vista house was kind of cool because you could just... it was so easy to sneak out because our back bedroom had two sliding windows, and one of the sliding windows was next to a gate, and the gate acted like a natural ladder. So we just slide it out, go down the gate, and then just play with the other kids until it was time to come back in. And you know how goofy it was? We'd buy these little. You know how toys were like 25 cents, and they'd be in a plastic bag. We'd buy these 25-cent cap guns, you know.
Yeah.
And then you just run through the backyards and it was sort of like it's sort of like laser tag.
Yeah.
Except, you know, it's like bam, 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 you're
You have
dead,
to
no,
imagine,
you missed,
yeah.
you're dead. So we just go bam, 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 bam. Just
What
with a
was
cap
the-
gun.
What was the racial background of Wilmington at that time?
In the projects, it was Filipino. I just remember having a bunch of Filipino friends.
Well, I thought it was Navy housing.
At the time, it was Navy housing, and then it
But-
became public housing.
But what about the rest of the houses in Wilmington? What were they? I mean, was it just white?
It was kind of, in the very beginning, it was kind of white. Like Wine Avenue, I'd say
White and Filipino.
white Filipino, hardly any black people.
Because the
When
Navy...
did you move to Dana Strand Village?
Twice.
Twice.
They lived on Wilmington Boulevard first.
Yeah.
Then they moved to Mar Vista. Then when I was born, they moved to C Street.
Yep.
Oh, I thought I was born.
You lived in Mar Vista in the house once.
I lived in a house.
You lived in a house once.
Then you went to the projects. And
No, I
then
went to
came.
Dana Strand Village.
They understand
It
village.
takes a village to raise a child.
And at least it teaches you how to, appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Makes you a stronger person, Mom.
I'll tell you,
Tell you that much.
we liked it there because when you're by yourself, you know, they used to call them latchkey kids, right? And you're by yourself while your mom was working. it's kind of neat. I liked it when there was a bunch of other people around, because like when you get into trouble, everybody helps each other out.
Yeah.
That's how it was actually. So, you know, I didn't mind at all. I go, hey, you know, this is great. I got other kids that are gonna go ahead and we're gonna watch out for each other, and that's what we did. We watched out for each other, made sure we were all okay. And then when I got older, then I kind of had to watch everybody else too.
It was,
Started
And
doing
then-
payback.
it was different times. I didn't.
And you know,
I could go
what's
anywhere
that?
on my own.
What's
Didn't
the
matter.
name of that? You know, your friend, Chris?
Chris Hambre.
Yeah, Chris Hambre, the
Yeah.
neighbor. You know, what's the name of the girl?
Oh, that's next friend, Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
She's
The one that's her
baby.
friend now.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had her brother.
Yeah, she had two brothers, and I think she's the baby.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And
But
then
yeah,
Chris is his friend.
you know what was sad was when people started to move. You know, like eventually their dad or something retired from the Navy, and then they would buy a house, and then where they would move to Carson. Carson is where everybody from Dana Strand would move to.
Yeah, it seems like
It
it.
seemed like it. You know, everybody moved to Carson, so
I'll do that.
We didn't make the great leap, huh, Mom?
we didn't make the great leap. Actually, we homesteaded. We probably could have owned that Dana Strand house if we wanted to.
What happened to when did Lola Poblete move to Carson?
No,
That
she
house.
used to live with us. You know, when they came, she's with her daughter, but then they said, you know,
She lived in the Wilmington house. I mean, the 435 too, or Dana
No.
Strand.
No, she lives in Mar Vista when they came. I live in Mar Vista.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, she lived with, you know, her daughter. She cannot live with her daughter because, you know, your grandpa said, hey, Oring, I didn't know I come here to do garden. I don't want it here. Pick me up, you know, something like
Who
that.
said that?
Your grandpa, you know. And then after that, so we were picking up, me and Ruth picking up your grandpa, and then she said, are you leaving? You're not gonna leave me here. I'm gonna come with you. You know. So they both live in Mar Vista for a while. And then my friend helped me because he works at you know over there at the welfare, and I said, oh Luz, you know, whenever, you know, I don't know if I could, I know, because my kid, you know, I don't mind my I don't mind them staying with me, but they keep on saying my kids are too much, you know, they are not disciplined, and I just want, you know, I don't want.
Who said that?
Huh? Your grandma, you know, and you know, and
She said that them were too undisciplined.
yeah, but him is, you know, he's spoiled, and so with Mary, and Mary's mom, yeah, and then him.
You guys
he-
chased him out the house. Nanny, is that what Mom
babysitters?
saying? No, he's talking about Lola and Lola.
No.
Not Lola and Lola. I mean,
Oh,
man, we had that was a different story. Lola, you know, if you got her mad, you're in big trouble. I mean, there's just no doubt about
Poblete?
it.
And
Lola
and-
Poblete?
and
That
he-
one?
Oh no, Lola Poblete?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Lola and Lolo?
Yeah, that they're
Yeah,
living at the house. They
they
said you
live
guys
at the
were
house.
spoiled. Or
We were a little bit, yeah. Those two, we were a little
because
bit.
him, he said,
were a little
"Orange."
bit.
Because him,
they
you know,
said they
I
had to
bought,
leave because
I bought him a recorder like that because he always did. Mom, I want this, and okay, but you're gonna be quiet, okay. And then she had that, and he always liked to play like announcer, you know? and things like that. And Mary too, and you
You're
know.
recording people, Danny.
Yeah.
I remember I did the
He's
same thing
playing-
when I got mine.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah,
we
he's-
had cassettes. Cassettes were a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
still to
playing.
mine. Yeah, I had cassettes.
Yeah, he's playing. He always playing. She's announcer, thing like that, and you know, and Mary is something else too. You know, like while we were sleeping, they're gonna get all our sleeper and then sell it to the people. Like what do you call that? Garage sale.
Garage
And-
sales, yeah.
And then so so your grandma always said, oh, Oren, you're too nice, because if automatically people doesn't
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, sure.
he doesn't have the nerve to sell things,
Equal number Put it on the napkin.
and I'm just sick and tired because I was contented with our life, oh, okay, Mary, don't do that anymore, don't sell, our shoes and things like that. But after that, wala na. And but her, every time you do, there's always you see something that's not good. So I told Luz that, I wish, they could move. They said, yeah, yes, they could move, I said, okay, give me their names. I want you to give their names and the brothers and sisters, all the list and things like that. So, she came to the house and then, I asked her all these questions. So I asked and I gave the paper, and then that's when they start saying, okay, both of them is, getting 800. And then I'm gonna give you a voucher.
Dang, they got 800 each, and they're just fresh off the boat.
Yes.
A month?
Yeah, it's SSI.
What a wonderful times.
Yeah, SSI, and then she said, Oring, this is what God, she said, I'm gonna give him 1,000 voucher at Leonard. Remember the Leonard furniture store?
Yep.
So they could get order stuff and we.
And here's some furniture money.
Yeah, 1,000. About
Welcome to America.
Yeah. So she was so happy because everything is new.
Yeah.
I said, hey, Mom, now you could move because here's a voucher. You could spend it.
What's this voucher about? When did they give free furniture to people?
Then, Luz gave that to me.
No, I know, through welfare. They
Through welfare.
Wow.
Because they're just starting. They don't have anything. So they get 1,000.
Yeah, because you need it, huh? How are you going to be here and not have anything, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Well, that's
There.
what they expect
So-
now.
So they have a new refrigerator, new refrigerator, living room, bedroom. all
But
that
living in your
stuff.
house still.
No, they moved.
You got 'em
moved
out?
Them. Luz moved them. I got them. I was so happy.
Where'd they move to? What was their first house?
Huh?
What was their first place?
Close to Wilmington Boulevard, huh?
So they had to get a job though, right?
Apartment.
The
No.
welfare wouldn't last long. They had to.
Who was the
Oh
one?
no, they cannot because they're old already, huh?
Who? Lolo and Lola?
What?
You hear that, Tina? Lolo and Lola Poblete, when they came here, they didn't have any money or a place to live, and their welfare gave them instantly 800 each a month
Yes.
and $1,000 for furniture.
Yeah.
That's how the times were back then. Because want to know why, Tina?
Okay,
Because
go.
they didn't have anything, and how could they start their lives here if they don't have anything in America? Different times, 800 each.
Different times.
Different
Well,
times.
Just pretend I just got here.
Yeah, that's what I told her. But it's good reasoning. Like, how are you gonna make anything if you don't have anything? To
Well, it
start
doesn't
with?
make sense that when you leave
Remember
a job
back at-
and it's after a year and a half, do you know that they give you less?
That was the height of our.
Remember back in the day though that.
That's why That's why your grandpa believes on me. She thought I had friends that I was all kinds of. But
You're the inside woman.
Yeah. She thinks I could do anything, and then when they came over here, she had in order to leave the Philippines, you have to have both ways. And then so she had she had both ways of ticket but as soon as we come here, she said, Ora, could you cast it because Ate Bing said, no, you cannot cast that, because I already asked them, you cannot cast that. Oring, I know they did it, but could you do it and see if the second time if they said no, then no. So me and Luz went again. I said, oh, what does your mother-in-law wants now? She want to cast this,
The flight back to the Philippines. You didn't want to
Yeah.
use it.
No, she doesn't want to go home.
Yeah.
In order for you to live in the Philippines, you got to buy both ways. So they know that you are.
You're gonna go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they cared about. They didn't even check up.
Don't stay.
Just
here.
make sure you buy a ticket back.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all they cared about back then.
Well, they figure if you buy it, you know, you're gonna use it.
Yeah.
Fine, use this